Hello, welcome to the first video on my channel. I wanted to do a week in my work life, but not just, I work 45 hours in my actual job. I then work with Midnight Planner, which is a sticker company that I've started. And I also would like to write a book, plus many other side hustles, which I will eventually get into. But let's start the day. So it's Monday, it's 10 to 7, I've got my coffee, and look at the state of outside my flat from the wind. Right, let's go to work. This is my planner bag. It contains everything I need to get all my stuff done, plus the biscuits. They're to help me get through this 15-hour shift, so I don't finish until 10 p.m. tonight, so it's going to be a big one. First things first, I've got to do the paperwork. So this is going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me. I'm not used to filming outside of my office because I love how white and bright it is. It's just, I feel really aesthetic. So it's going to take me a while to get comfortable, especially with filming at work. Another issue for that is I'm filming on my iPhone. So not only is it hard to get a stand where you can't just actually see the stand, it needs to be hidden from most people because people ask questions, and it keeps dying on me. So I'd like to get something that's going to be better quality, better sound, because the sound's very bad. But right now I don't particularly want to pay for anything, but if it's something I'm going to keep up with, then I definitely will. So what's on the screen is my Hobonichi cousin. It is the planner that I use all the time, take everywhere, but as you can see from that little flip through we've just had, I've not been keeping up with it, whether it's because I'm having flare-ups or I've just been tired. So that's the goal for this week, is preferably to fill these pages in, because I don't like just leaving them empty. At one point I would have, but not anymore, because I feel like it's just me, I'm the one that's not doing the work when I know I can. But I'm also trying to be a little bit more self-conscious about my self-care and not pushing myself too far, because I do get ill. So every morning I make 2 to-do lists, one for my personal stuff, whether it's work, cleaning, finances, everything that just keeps me as a human running, and the second one is everything that I've got to do with work, whether it's midnight planning or it's stuff I've got to write or anything like that. I separate them both. I'm gonna warn you now, you're gonna see some questionable angles coming up while I get to grips with this. It's bad. It brings me shame, but I refuse to not include at least little glimpses of it because it's hilarious. Angle 1. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I generally don't know if this is better or worse. I'm just currently looking at what needs doing, so hopefully I'll do this quickly and we can carry on. I think I want to focus on writing today because it's not been going well. I've been finding getting writing done really hard recently. I can do it in work, but I really need to focus, which I can't do while I'm on site. I am very fortunate that I can get a lot done while I'm at work because I do work at a pretty quiet place. So I'm trying to make the most of it, and even if I can just, as long as there's more words than when I started, it's a win. And I think I've done quite well for the day. Work turned out to be a pretty busy day, so I didn't really get much else done. When I finally did get home, I did pack some orders that needed to be dispatched that day, but I forgot to record it. It's Tuesday. I've had a massive sleep in, which I really needed. I'm just going to chill out, play some games before I go to work, and I don't think I'm actually going to pull my planner out. I think I just need to decompress. I have graced work with my presence. I am just gonna fill out what I want to do today. With being on the late shift, it can be either really quiet or really busy. It's one of them. It's so hard to track, it's so hard to predict, it's just one of them. So I'm gonna get as much done as possible and go from there. So the goal for today is just to do a little bit better than yesterday. I want to continue catching up on those pages that are empty. I just want to feel productive, and that can be quite hard to assess, but I'll just be happy with anything at the moment. I just want to be enjoying my work the way I used to. So it's one of the reasons why I started this channel, is more because I have to film myself physically doing the work, and I can no longer just hide and scroll or read. We shall see how it goes. Right, let's get this to-do list finished and get some work done. So I'm going to start my day off with writing again. I want to finish off the stuff that I did yesterday. I had a pretty good idea and I wanted to continue it because I knew if I didn't I'd forget it, and it seemed like such a waste, so let's see how that goes. While I'm writing, I just thought I'd check in. It is currently the Monday after now, and I'm just looking back at it all, and I was surprised by how much writing I've done this week, considering it's on the Midnight Planning channel. But then I'm also like, this is what I actually do. I don't work on Midnight Planning all the time as much as I'd like to, but I thought I'd just be realistic in what I actually do. So I thought I'd work a little bit on these new die cut stickers that I wanted to do. I was trying to push the boundaries on what I'm comfortable with. I normally, if you've ever seen my stickers, I like doing bullet points or simple stickers that go in my to-do list just to make it more appealing to my eye. It's all based on what I like and how I'd use them, but I thought I could do some like decorative pieces for when I am busy and I don't get time to fill out a page. It'd be a perfect place for them. I've been working on these die cuts for a while and I really wanted to release them for the next release date, but do you know what I really have the issue with? Like, not being happy with how my work comes out, and I understand that I'm not at the level I'd like to be at, but the only way I'm going to get there is by practice. So I need to ignore it. If they don't sell, it's not the end of the world. I think that's one of the hardest things to put up with, is self-doubt when it comes to this kind of thing. Due to health issues, I'd love to work from home. I'd love to run my little small business with a few other little side hustles. But when you are in control of everything you produce, it's just that self-doubt creeps in, whether it's artwork or written work, any kind of work. It's so hard to fight through. But it's one of the things we have to. You will never know how well you could do unless you try. And I think that's one of the things I'm trying to focus on so much this year. It's, if I let the self-doubt win, it will never happen. It doesn't matter whether I'm the best or the worst person at something. You don't know what's going to happen unless you try, and that's how I'm just treating this year. But I've just gotten distracted for a sec because I've just had to redo this audio. And what am I doing to that notebook? Why did I draw it like that? I'm just confused here, very confused. So I'm just going to do the last little bits to this image before I need to actually start closing down this place and getting it ready for the shift tomorrow, which is the shift that I'm on. Another night of no sleep. Let's do this. I've got this. It's Wednesday. I feel like death. I have not had enough sleep for this. But I just couldn't fall back asleep, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get up, do my planner before I go to work, grab myself a coffee, try and make the most of the day. I'm gonna have to take it slow. My brain feels so slow, but not much else I can do really. I have a litre of coffee, a whole litre. Right, let's go to work. Time to catch up on some writing from yesterday. I need to get this chapter done. I don't know what it is about this build up, but I feel like I'm getting too excited the middle part towards the end of the book. So I'm just trying to power through this first bit. As long as I have something I can go back in and edit it, that's not a problem. I just could really do with getting these next 10,000 words done. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it seems to be about 20 odd thousand. That's how far into it. So I'm aiming for about 30 to be the midway point. And then hopefully the second half will be easier to write. I am definitely much more of a planner when it comes to writing stories, though I do have the issue that once the whole thing's planned out and I know the ending, it kills all enjoyment. I can no longer write it. I'm finally home. Happy to be curled up at my desk. I'm going to try and get this die cut finished, and do you know what, I'm probably going to then take a break just because I didn't sleep very well last night, so I could do with some chilling out and we'll go from there. Oh, this is it. This is the moment that I realise my pen wasn't full opacity and I was wondering why it looked weird. Honestly, I have my moments. Right, I'm ready to play some games now. I didn't think it was worth filming any of that, so maybe next time. It's Thursday and it's my first day off work. I plan to get a lot done today, but more for my personal to-do list than my actual work to-do list, because there's just some errands that I need to run and my flat needs deep cleaning because I have let it get bad. The only joys of working 15-hour shifts is you don't want to come home and clean. So today is the day, so I'm just making a rough estimate of what I'd like to do today. I'm quite fond of doing that on my days off because I feel like it's a challenge. And here is my office before I start cleaning. Look at that, absolutely disgusting. So it's time to get cleaner. This didn't even take me that long, it was just so needed, but I've just been so tired. But I feel like to be productive you need a clean workspace personally. So recently I've done a planner revamp because I'd noticed I'd not been using my planners as much as I'd like, and it was becoming, I don't want to say it's a chore, but it was eating into the time of me actually doing stuff, and my weekly spreads has been one of it. I don't think I've actually put the footage in that I had, and there must have been about a month's worth that I've not used, so this is another week I'm going to try and do it and see how it goes. Right, now for some much needed writing. Time to get on that to-do list and start checking things off. And I think I've got 3 days worth of actual writing that needs doing. It's all marked down as writing. I can't change it into anything else. I've got to suck it up and do it. But there's no better feeling than writing from the comfort of your own desk. I've got YouTube videos on in the background to keep me company. And then I'm going to relax later. The game for today is Once Human that my partner recommended. Let's have a little go. Happy Friday everybody. Another day off. Another lovely day. Another day to catch up on all the work that I need to do. I think so far I've checked off 2 days worth, which sounds a lot, but it's actually not. So today will be better. I'm gonna make today better. So let's see what we've got to do. So this is me just going back, checking things off which I've missed, which I have actually done, and going back, filling in pages. Gotta make sure, don't like empty space. It happens, can't get everything done. Hence why I've got this monster to-do list, which it says June 24 on, but that was just the month that I started it. This is where I put everything, which I can't be bothered doing, but it needs to be done at some point. And my favourite task of the day, packing orders. Someone ordered 2 post-it notes, which is always amazing because I love it when people order my great post-it notes. And then some Halloween themed stickers ready to go out. And I will drop them off later. It's Saturday, my last day off, but we're not going to think about that. What we are going to think about though is the fact that I forgot to record myself filling out my planner. I'm not 100% sure what happened, so here's me filling out Friday's planner. It's my self-care planner, things that I aim to do, look after myself. The biggest one I'm trying to challenge myself with is sleep. I used to love being that 5 AM girly, but it's not logical, so we must sleep. So another job for today is we've got to do a restock, because I've actually managed to sell out of about 14 items in my shop, which is quite big for me. So I think it's more that I've actually been keeping proper track of my stock. So I'm gonna get them done, get the shop back in order, and then see where the day takes us. I've got a doctor's appointment, so it's probably going to be one of them that when I get back I'm not going to want to do anything else. So I'm trying to get all the important stuff done. I've got hair down my head. While this has all been printing and cutting, I've been reflecting back on my week with it nearing the end, and do you know what, it's not gone how I wanted it, but you can't force yourself to cross off every item on your list. You can't fill an A5 page every day, and I just need to accept that. And my goal for next week is just to do better. But you need to remember you can't work every day as well. Burnout will just come for you. So right, let's get this finished. I need to leave. Sunday, I've got my coffee. I'm hoping for a nice chilled start off to my day, so we'll see how that goes. How did I even manage to do that? The main thing I want to get done today is editing this video and inputting all the little videos. I'm thinking I probably should have done it a day by day basis, but here we are, I haven't done it, so wish me luck. And then I think I want to get some writing done. I feel like I've only hit a few hundred words this week, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy with that because it's been worse recently, so we'll see how it goes. So this is what I started off with today. I feel like I may have added a little bit, but once again I'm struggling to keep track and remember to record. It's something new for me. So, and this is what I ended with. So I managed 300 and odd words this day. So I've got to say, this has been a really interesting experience. I don't think I realised until I was editing the video before how much I'd love to change, or what I'd like to include, or what I personally would find interesting. I also think it's possible to make it more interesting to people who'd want to watch it. I think I could like to go into more detail and be a bit more specific. I think I wanted to do it for me. I wanted to use these to encourage me to do stuff, whether it's get my work done or encourage my self-care, and whether someone can enjoy it while they're doing the morning skin routine and trying to hype themselves up for the day, or they're just nosy. Either way, thank you, and if you watch this, thank you a lot. Right, I'm sure I'll upload another one because I found this quite fun. Bye.